yabo. And uPitso was yo lo muntu beka kanjani. Beka manager yonke impilo yakho.
Yeah.
Yonke. Ukuthi uphuzani yamanzi or uphuza ama cold drink or ini, he wants to know. Ukuthi udla, he wants to know. Ukuthi ukuphi ngesikhathi esiso and yabo iPitori ngakancane ingca. There was no way we would go out. Maybe we decided on that day, let's go to a club. Come Monday, he would know. You had an office like before training. Busy
like
yeah, so he has very good. We told Linda. Ben Grover, we told him. He had a scorpions of pizza. Na angeke uzidlale kupizza ungekho discipline. Angeke. Impilo yakho uyazi so. Ngathi uyacabanga ukuthi besingaki, but each and every one of us he knew.
You knew that you slept what time you were where?
Yeah, we were all supposed to have a landlines endlini.
Yeah, that thing at the landline, is it true vele or nale?
It's true.
No santo vele landline.
Yeah. Akufonela ngo2 o'clock ukuthi ubukele igame yase Brazil. Actually ukuthi ubukele igame so kusasa ngizohlala nawe phansi analyze iplayer elithize ukuthi liyenzani because ngifuna ukuthi wenze into eso. Angeke ufike uzomcocela istory. Angeke.
You must come with facts.
Kumele ubuye nama facts.
And for you to have facts, you must have watched the match.
Yeah.
Meaning you were supposed to be home.
You were supposed to be home ba. Ngokubamba ngeSaturday. Lazi khona phela mhlawumbe usigay weekend off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you are off, you are galavanti.
Lo muntu lo uzokutshela ukuthi wena mina ngibusy ngiyasebenza wena ufuna ukuphathiya for in. Yeah. The next thing bangicosha when uyasala la. It's not going to happen. Before they chase me, I'm going to chase you.
Unzima usu coach Pete.
That man, he is where he is not by chance or by luck. It's through hard work.
Yes,
it's through dedication. It's through passion. He's very passionate about football, that man. That man, 2002, I remember he told us, ukuthi yena 2010 uzaba coach Bafana Bafana. Thanda singathandi. He'll be coaching Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
And he was there as an assistant coach. Pitso Msimani.
Sure.
That man ukutshela bekaphuma eSuper Sport ngo3 ekseni ayolala kwakhe.
Analyze
ama game. Ngo6 o'clock, 8 o'clock silapha eTUT buyile.
Yeah, gym.
Yeah. Must busy thina mhlambe ngama Friday nyana kusigaya ama weekend off. Ukufonela ati man ngisendaweni so. Thina shene ngoma is busy pumping the iron. You are busy when having a nice time lapho go to the gym. Ukugaya weekend off leso sikhathi. Mara ukutshela ukuthi hambe gym.
Your competition is here busy.
Yeah, your competition is busy when we are busy when having a nice time. Yeah? That's how much he pushed us.
Sure.
And the more I remember kulesa sikhathi lesi. As I say, we had Kaizer Chiefs, we had Pirates, we had Sundowns. Then there was us. Then there was Golden Arrows as well. Those are teams I can say played beautiful football at the time. I remember Arrows. When they had Papi Zotwan,
Abo Sibeko,
Abu Y2K Sibeko, Abo Sipos. You remember the team?
I remember that team.
So those I can say the 5 teams that played the best football in the country. So Upitso would tell you and want you to compete with the best players that side. Abo Pirates, Abo Vum. Big players. Ita. Balengomashe will tell you ukuthi intanga zakho labantu laba. You must compete with them. Intanga zakho asiye baba. So masingene egroundini. Bekuba umlilo.
Yeah.
Bekuba umlilo because uyazi ngale kunabo junior khanye, kunabo banibani, or kunabo mkwena, abo vumvum, abo Perry, principal Mutaba, abo Okonko.
Yeah.
Ngapha yithi nathi nabo Sibeko nabo Yuki. Abo Mlifa, abo banibani. Abo Denhle, abo Ranchi. So I football ngaleso sikhathi beso. Abo Katlego Mashigo Mphela, Phetha abo Tiko ngapha. So football was there. They be compete because after game, Tina Samba see Super Sport, so hlangana nazo le Parleze Pirates, abo lebu cheese boy mukwena, lezi Sundowns, abo Vuyo, abo AC so hlangana somewhere. And asifuna ukuthi babone ngathi lezi zifile ze Super Sport. Bayazi ukuthi masingene ground in vele kabi. Good rough. Uyangithola? So bekumnandi kanjalo because besigroove nabo futhi laba bamalontuzana.
Bama opponents.
Opponents.
Yeah.
But besicompete. Makasincanywana after game. After labo. Uyangithola? So that thing and besi young sonke. Of which is a problem manje football mina ngazi kwenzakalani yazi. Angifuni ukusounda ngathi I'm a broken record because nabanye abantu maybe who come to your show would say the same thing and it sounds like as ex-professional footballers we are jealous of the current players. But there's a problem in football whether siyathanda or asithandi. Football yethu isenkingeni and we need to fix it.
Keep up selected the team, it's the former professional players. That's what I 10,000. Why am I left out?
Yeah.
You ask yourself those kind of questions.
Yeah. And this thing, how you were not one of the big three. It happens. Like the same way you ask some shows if you never played for a bigger team.
It does, DK. That is a fact. Because if you're from the big threes, you'll always be considered. But if you got a coming from these smaller teams, all of them they're not existing. Beyond is no longer existing. Tanda Royal Zulu is no more. It's only Jomo Cosmos and Leona Kela is fading. So if you're not coming from Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Supersport United, you're not considered. Maybe Supersport, not considered.
You're not a former professional.
No, you're not a legend. Only them they are legend.
I hear it and I realize it that you hardly see former players from, even if you play for a so-called small team for 10, 15 years, you don't feature anywhere.
I played 14 years, go PSA. I'm talking about the PSA, not NFD. 14 years, but I'm not the legend to some other people. Because things are happening in Tembisa in front of me. I'm always in Tembisa. I give school shoes to kids from Tembisa, from Amaskral, with my foundation, Katla Loke Foundation. This is my foundation. I do get funding sometimes, you understand? But I make sure because I know where I'm coming from. So I'm trying to be recognized. So I'm not just here for money or for recognition, but I can still do good to a kid that wants to play soccer. I'm there, I contribute, I'm always there. But when it comes to this former legend or former professional players or the legend they're going to play where, I'm not considered.
And it's hating.
You know why it's hating so much? There was a time when at TK, that's when I saw Omotiasi. People will just come and laugh with you in your face. But come on, you don't know. There was a time Barry Dobsonville Stadium. I think it was before COVID. Tswani team, Val, Soweto, and Ekurhuleni. Ekurhuleni they gave it to Jerry Skosan. Jerry Skosan, I'm with him every Sunday. He knows me, I have his numbers, we communicate. He is the one who is organizing Ekurhuleni players, former professional players. Edward Motali is the one who is organizing Tswani. Valley, I think it was Pirito, it was Stephen Lukuli, I can't remember. And also it will in Elbow Villagas. Il top for headmasters. Ulothalako, Dobsonville Stadium. Jerry left me out. He left me out.
Of that team in the year?
Yeah, Ekurhuleni in Broak. He left me out every Sunday. Every Sunday, literally every Sunday. From 8:30 first game up to 4 o'clock last game. All the teams they play, Stadium. Every Sunday, except the end of the month. So he chose a team. He took all the players from Davidson. Bona Bopalendanya, Botlementi, Leku Fosloras, Bokugame. He took all those players. Kifonele Japi. Japi is my friend. Hey Japi. Kotsani mo lulunale ayamola kiboni mo pambiri ngwabo. Kutule ba tokara gwa ga na mo rejo. Le a lo nara era mona ko patala lo ara mona mero ke ibile bole ile edigiu edi Loke kanti Jerry kara ampiza mtu ke vaile mo fro yaka ke ra lo bona o lo tsala nga re fitlako ra va ya re fitla ko Dobsonville o nthola ra Jerry ke blomile le majita ba go tshwana mo ko ke tso moto o nge blomile le majita ba tsere shaba ke re dlalle bona ko Pitoro all the time rula para no a tsosa ra Jerry no Olokanyeka zahlale iTshwana hlale Ekurhuleni umajanzi uyambuza ukuthi ummithithe na did you call him do you have his numbers or you don't have because kwahlalisele ukubulela ngade he's got my numbers, we sometimes call each other Musia jiri ke na school le musia ka ko Irene. Re na lo kopana go school ga lata bana. Re kopana every Sunday mara he never called me. Ak fika mona le tshwana cause problems. Ka se dlale tshwana le kule. A forced emergency ra Loke mfana dlala ka re bo mse bo mtho ka se wini dlala le. I played ka kora 2 goals. We won that game 2-0. We won that tournament.
Yeah.
O kora nna.
Man no see.
Ona some pizza.
Hey man, so good politics ya football also no masters yo salamra.
These people they think you wanna feel a legend. By 96. I'm sorry to say this. And now if ever they're gonna help me, they will help me. If they don't, they know they're helping me.
Yeah.
Whether they like me, if they see this or they don't like me, I don't care because they never liked me anyway.
Yeah.
I never called even once. Why what? And these people I'm always with them. There's this perception when I think yeah 96 class. Keep on having a win the World Cup. Yeah.
I want to see part of that group.
Because we never. Aba batho biza ka different game most nanchelet. Mona le chelete mo biza.
Mona le sponsor ka se
Never. They will never call you. Ona no ne re dlala go social movie. Ka di Easter so. Nna ke kentse team ya ka. This is my team Level Masters. Ke ba khudmane ba mokazi ba ispanelang Grandi ke nna former professional player mo le Ninja Mofokeng. Le mphela re msaini le badi ha so tla dlala wona. The rest ke makhudmane ba mokazi ba ispanela. Ba jimiswa ke nna ka di Saturdays. Re jima only Saturdays. Dlala ko league ka Sundays. And at number 2, we playing against all the former professional players. They even told all you can name them. All of them.
I've seen their team dlala ko Everton.
Yes. Kaofela bona. But rona no number 2 with these people. Re ya mo la fika mo okay ba re jile final ya rona ne. Re jile ke squad sa social movie. A re fika mo ba re fa di medal. Ba tsaba ke mo ba re fa di medal. Like Lokwati, Joseph Naki, Abednego Nisos. Yeah, I'm sorry to pronounce it wrong. And Timango before Edward Mutai. They were there, but far from that matter. Why won't I let you? But what Babisana has shown me, and Babisana already Bonaba by Pitani, whatever. So why on a generation here on earth precisely the same thing?
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah. Because this is politics. Football no became politics. Yeah, what politics? That's why we'll never go anywhere. Football.
Yeah.
So, friends as well. Friends, ne? Your friends, close friends. They're very people that when you got to the PSL, like, we are humans. Ne? And they obata especially your friends. Okay, guys, I've made it, ne? But I'm still your friend. Did you understand? They're very friends. Or no, dude, stop what you're doing. You're wasting money or you don't sleep, whatever. No, they condone what you're doing. Because Bashella Kawen.
Yeah.
And smoother vandaag or cheaper. They are the organizers of the girls and the alcohol, how much alcohol should be bought and whatever. Now the tables have turned. And it's funny because the very people that didn't have income then, now they found jobs. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are far from you.
Oh,
they are very far. They are very far. They are very far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and without even you asking a cent from them, they've got this perception that you're gonna ask money from them. I mean, a simple show and turn. Are you okay? Oh, over. Get us around for just for us to like chill. Not 100 beers, even if it's 6 right now.
Yeah.
After that, I have a wife to go to.
Yeah.
No, they are some one autotina one. Autotina don't go bachelete. Understand?
Yeah.
Like,
but
when in your time, you took care of him and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's friends. Do you understand? And when you are there alone, but you taking care of all this he came with, which is not a problem. He's my friend, he's not working. I have a lot of money. It's okay for me to live like 2,000 rand as a bill somewhere. I'm earning this X amount of money. It's okay. 2,000 rand isn't money. Let's go and drink. But now, you understand? Yeah. The very guy who should have stopped you when you were okay, I'm gonna stop doing this. Stop doing this. Let's go sleep. The they condone that.
When I came to Sundowns, I knew I was going to be alone here, but because my wife was working in Cape Town, and we came to, I just said that she should come with, and because, you know, when you're on training, maybe I have a bad day or whatever, you come back to, maybe you're coming back to an empty house, but you need people around you, maybe to talk to, whatever. And then you should have your wife there, you know, or family, or whatever the case may be. So that's what I had when I came here. I brought my wife was here and she relocated with me. And then I had that sense of family, you know. And when you had a bad day, you come home, you can talk to someone. When you go out, going for dinner with your wife, you know, you can rub this thing. And I think that was it. It was more about a family thing, because now you find yourself alone. And now when you're alone, now your friend starts calling, you know, and that's when you fall in the trap about, hey, let me go see what they're doing. And now your friends may be busy with A, B, and C, and then automatically you get sucked into it, you fall into the trap, you know. And because they probably not professional football, maybe they have a job Monday to Friday, and it doesn't need their body. And they say, oh, they're all going to the club. And now you're alone at home, and the next thing you know, you're almost like you're obliged to go. You force yourself, okay, let me go. And that's when you get hooked. And I think so, if you don't have that stability at home, I think no one to worry to say, hey, you're training tomorrow, eh? And, you know, because footballers, they use the body. And if you don't sleep properly, you're using alcohol, obviously you're killing the body, and you need your body to make a living and to provide for your family. And I think that is on my side. I was fortunate. I had my family and always there with me when things weren't going well, when it was going well, you know, to celebrate with them. And so I never got attracted to this nightlife, alcohol, you know, those sort of things. So I was probably one of the lucky ones.
Yeah. Now the point you mentioned, but Thwala also mentioned to say, colored players, when they move from Cape Town and come to Joburg, the first thing they do, they move with their wives. And he said it helps. So now you're just continuing what he said. And he also said, get settled at the early age if it's possible. It's not a must, but if you happen that you turn pro and you're already settled, you're a family man, it also makes life easy. It grounds you better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, because now you settle, you have your wife, you have a kid, whatever. Now, you know, you need to make sure that they are taken care of. You need to make sure that they are good, you know. So it's your responsibility to provide. And you read these things, you hear about how players go out by the back door and why it happened, what happened. So at the end of the day, it's your own intelligence as well, and the people around you also to advise you, hey, don't go there, you know, because you might end up being hooked in that and that. So you get that sense of responsibility that, hey, I need to provide for my family, because you brought them now to a different environment, away from their own family, probably in Cape Town, whatever the case. So yeah, I think that was on my side, where I thought that, hey, I need to, in order for me to provide and look after them as best, I need to look after myself as well and do the proper things, get the proper steps in place so that we can have a long, successful stay in Johannesburg.
Yeah. Let's talk Bafana. Udlalile Bafana Bafana.
Ngidlalile Bafana Bafana.
Uye ku AFCON 2015. Konke idlalele kuphi AFCON 2015?
Equatorial Guinea.
Ucoach bokushakes. Uya na qualifies, ne? Bekunjani? Kuya ku AFCON.
Bekumnandi. I don't want to lie. Yazi u represent country yakho, ayisonde ncinci into enkulu. Abanye abantu bangayidelela loo nto. Into enkulu, Mosophawu bakutreat as i-king.
Yeah.
Aphayana utreat as i-king.
Maso national team.
Utreat as i-king.
Yonke into ilawo ifunayo.
Yonke into ikhona.
But angitshela ukuthi ke kwahamba kanjani kuma angithi usually ibafana masimaye ku AFCON kuyahlalwa ku negotiate ama bonus. How was that AFCON 2015 negotiations?
That's right, yes.
Bokubani captain in that time?
Ubani?
Bokuthula Mhlathwana?
Since
Boku the late sense.
the late sense.
Yeah, you're right, Boku the late sense.
The late sense.
Yeah. But you never had issues ama bonus be weekly.
No, ibe clear.
Ibe team arrangement.
Hey, yangisakhumbula azininzi izinto zero nje zaphayana. Azininzi nje zero.
Yeah, they were interesting zero.
But the national team for I win away by
60,000. Yeah.
Home it's 40, yeah.
Before tax or after?
Before.
Yangizwile mabasabati tax bathi hey ungakhala.
Ayikuyiplanele nalo mali.
Ungaplanning ngale bakuthengiswa ni gross uthi hayi 2 wins 120,000 ayifike njalo.
Ayifike njalo.
And then it roll tell us something.
30
away. Yeah.
Home to 20, yeah.
Yeah. Lose nothing.
Nothing.
Uzothola ile collab kuphela appearance.
Yeah. I totally collab.
So I think if there is one coach who gave you a chance, Wafana, is Coach Shakes. Now, Coach Shakes, in his word later on, says, "Who drop best player, top player that good striker this country has ever produced, one of the best." But at the same time, boy, he was failed by big teams. Ulega discipline and professionalism. Bekafuna ukuthini lapho ucoach Shakes?
Apha andiyazi bekafuna ukuthini. Ngiyedwa maybe uno-explain alone. I think ngiyedwa beno-explainer. Ngiyethethe ngakhona.
Yeah. But what says on the statement?
That's the vessel statement.
Yeah. But when based on, because he's not writing off ukuthi you're a good player. You are a good guy to speak to. When he talks to you, you are listening. Awuna problem. But these two words.
Iyo lena ndifuna uyazi.
Nah.
Yeah, iyo lena ndifuna uyazi na. Le yathetha ngayo. Maybe yena uyayazi the why ithetha kanjalo yabo.
When you never had an alteration night. Ukwafika late ecamping.
Nakayi-1. Masifika Sunday late, ufika from about 5. Ufika ngo-5 kwaye 5, 6, 7. Depend ukuthi ufika nini. As long as Sunday ufikile. Bukempa kanjalo.
So at the moment, tell me, you still want to play? You're looking for the team?
Ngiyafuna udlala. But at the same time, yazi ibhola andiyazi ngathini. Ubone lana ukuthi uyafuna udlala mare enye inhliziyo ithi ibhola awusanala inhliziyo yayo awusa-enjoy. Njalo between.
You're in between. But you haven't announced any timing.
No.
You can go back. You might be gone forever.
Yes.
You're in between.
Yes.
Because I know Guti, there is that point where you feel Guti Bola, you develop a certain hate towards Yona. Ama feelings angasabe khona ukudlala.
Ndinjalo ndilapho.
Yeah.
Ndilapho. Iyenzeka.
No, it's not a strategy.
Ayenzeki.
Yes, I've heard it before Guti you get to this stage where you are in between. Awusayithanda, awusayilandelela. Even mhlawumbe uyabuyela, your heart is no longer there because it hurts so much. And even through the ball, okay, you've already said it the ball. It can hurt you big time.
Cool.
But when personally do you think South Africa has seen the best of you? or there was still more you could have shown?
Abantu abandaziyo bebenokuxelela awabonanga nix abantu abandaziyo engikhule nabo ne-Eastern Cape yonke abantu abandaziyo ke ababonanga nix eSouth Africa.
Yeah. Now, iyenzwa yini le nto ukuthi ekasi you are this top player that everybody
No, yazi into eyenza lonto. Mangifika ku-Celtics bangishintsha iposition babona i-height yami bangibeka as a top striker. Mina ngisoplayer edlala i-top striker. Bengidlala as number 10.
just behind the main striker. But because of your physique, but now number 9.
Number 9.
Then yase vele wonke ama-team bakusana sebakusana ese number 9.
Yeah. Remember maso uhlala udlala kulo ndawo udevelop ezinye izinto ongaziphelanga. Ukhule ungazenzi. Yabo. Buyazi mangidlala emva kwe-striker into ezinje nizenza kanje nakanje. Phayana iba different.
Yeah. And sometimes could a certain coaching delay your progress in terms of your game because say you coach on ngalendlela udlalisa ibhola too much coaching, and you know in football if you don't listen to the coach you are risking ukuthi uhlale benchini because bathi uyadelela ula.
Yes, yenzakala lonto.
Yeah.
That's why ngibona ezinye players uzibone kwezinye team beziyashisa manje sifika kwenye team bafuna ukuchinja lewe udlala ngakhona okanye bacinga ukuthi bakufuna improve le game yakho but at the same time bengabona ukuthi bayayibulala le game the way uqhela udlala ngakhona izinto ezenzekalayo yes.
Yeah, kanti bangabuyekela ukuthi yenza lento boyenza la ubuya khona sibone before.
Yeah, mari uzoba kho i-guidance akulona.
Yeah.
Asithi ukuthi ngivumele ukuthi ndenze into engiyifunayo. Obvious, that's why kuthiwa kukho i-coach. But mangidlala kanje ungithanda ngidlala kanje manje improve nje kulento ungafuni ungichintsha yonke into. Manje improve the way ngidlala ngakhona ungafuni ungichintsha.
Ngiyakuthola. But what is the problem in a sense? What is wrong with football money? Is it?
It's not football money, my brother. Let me tell you. It's not football money. It's money in general.
It's money in general.
It's money in general. If you've never been taught about the money, you won't survive. You won't. Ubuye kasi. Ngeke. Ngeke usurvive mfethu. Imali kumele bakufundise how to invest. Thina, yes, we made a mistake eswayenzile, but we were taught well at SuperSport. When I will talk about the SuperSport, because SuperSport is a very good team. Ngesikhathi sethu ungazi manje. But ngesikhathi sethu and the people that we had, Tina, it was good. We had Thomas Marichache, Bra Webster Lichaba, and Upito. These guys used to tell us, go buy property. Maliako. Go buy property. My first signing on film at SuperSport did not come to me. Pito came. And if you remember, I told you, my he came to my house.
Yeah.
Yes. When that money came, my first signing on fee, Peter said, a kai. As long as a game. I fixed in just a kai. A kai good right, in fact.
Yeah.
Good right, I'm not even ashamed.
Yeah.
When I go home, yinto engikhumbula ukuthi mara.
Ngadlala
ibhola mara. And that thing ukuthi I want to beg isinkwa etafuleni ngemali yebhola nayo.
Nah, at least
I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I can call you now uze interview edladleni. Mnandi. Good right.
Yeah.
Uyangithola. Imali yebhola, and that's because of the people I was with at SuperSport.
Upito contributed to that, you know.
Yeah. And when Maslow Chubega will tell you your next signing on fee, you must buy a house. And that's what we did. But the problem now with investing, ngokutshela ukuthi imali ifuna isikole, imali ifuna uyazi, imali ifuna mele eyangazi man. But let me tell you ukuthi mina as I grew and I found out my mistake that I made with money was that yes, I bought properties, but I bought the wrong properties. I don't know if you understand.
In which way? Just elaborate.
You buy, they say buy a property. Instead of maybe ngibhaye i-townhouse nyana or indlu nyana ekasi or yabona semi kasi mawuphuma ekasi ama-suburb nyana wasekasi indlu nyana ye-500 600,000 I went and bought i-townhouse le-1,000,000 ngimile kahle ngibhekile ama-signing on fee wami azoyikhava le sharp bhaye elinye futhi i-townhouse ngibhaya idladla manje bhaye idladla le-2 million you understand not knowing encundeni nami ukuthi hayi man ibhola phela liyaphela yes ngicalculateile ukuthi ngizobe ngiliqedile but ngine lifestyle engiyiphilayo ehamba nokuthi manje sengiyi-superstar ngidlala ibhola ngithi so sengibhadala ibhondi ngithembele kuphi kuma-signing on fee yangithola you buy a big house instead of what buy nyana lama-town azoba ma-500 600,000 500 600,000 that's where mina personally and most guys siyimise khona ngizokutshela especially thina esidlala ku-supersport angazi abanye ngikhuluma ngathi thina we were advised at supersport to buy property and we had properties abadlala kuboma-Pirates bebahlala like Elvin or kuphi angazi
the Hillbrow abantu bebahlala eBhatlu
ngifuna ukuthi eBhatlu
senior players were eBhatlu laba the one coming up bebahlala eHillbrow kune-flat
thina we had properties thina at supersport young as we were we had properties but into esiyimisile was this thing ngikutshela yona
the right and the wrong one
we invested but invested wrong football angekudlala 20 years ayekudlala 20 years mawulaki 10 sekunenhlanhla ke yabo yeye baphushe abothabo baphushile yabo kuzoba naleyo few edlala longa but nje average 10 years uyangithola.
So I went to my prestige banker. Hey,
why you say it's a prestige bank?
No, it's somebody that we go to, you know, he offers us like these houses and cars and what. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, sharp. Remember, like the car you sold me, it's gone. Now, so like, okay, this guy, I won't mention him. All soccer players, for some reason, they go to him for everything. Right? So I get there. There's Valerie in the highway there. You know, there's Mandla Masango. Yeah.
But Lisha Kumankwen, who's referring you to this guy?
Now I was referred to him by Kokes when I was exchanging ownership.
Yeah.
So me knowing this guy was through Kokes.
Oh.
We were going to change ownership. So guy.
Okay, so when say the RS.
Yes, guy took the opportunity to be close with me. So I'm like, okay. In my head.
Where was he operating from his office?
Johannesburg.
He's not the same guy, but I know Pirates and Chiefs players went to a certain guy because of the Standard Bank arrangement with
that's the guy.
Pirates. It's the same guy.
The same guy.
Okay, now I know the guy.
So we get there. So I change ownership with Kokesu. So me in my head, I'm a prestige banker now. I'm, you know, I'm top nyana. I think now that had I not met that guy then, life would have been a bit different. Like actually the car I had, Polo, I was paying about 2.2 or something.
Installment.
Yes. Now it's gone. I go by myself to go buy myself a new car. Cheaper na Mini Cooper S convertible.
Yeah.
That's the car I'm gonna buy. It's reasonable in price, maybe. If it's more, it's like 3.5, 4. It's affordable. I get there, Valerie. I remember very well. It was Valerie in Ohio.
Well, this guy
yes, waiting outside.
The prestige bank.
Yes. Valerie, Mandla Masango. We are seated. Okay, now Valerie does his stuff, goes out. Mandla goes in, does his stuff, goes out. Now I go in. Hey, Chief, my car's gone. I'm looking for a new car. A Mini Cooper, to be exact. Okay, I sharp when you he's trying to make people aware. Hey, Mandla ukhanna kulente zwami, Mandla which car? Hi man, Mandla ukhanna 1 Series convertible. So in my head, this Mandla cannot be any more than I am any.
Yeah, Mandla that time Udala
Chiefs.
Udala go Chiefs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that time he was not Yeah, I think he was not from overseas or something.
No, it's before.
Yes, so I'm assuming, I'm calculating if Mandla can afford this car, I definitely can.
Yeah.
Right? I changed from buying myself a Mini Cooper to a BMW.
So what will you look at Mini Cooper now?
Very fast.
Does this guy ask you how much you have, or you show him already?
He knows. He knows how much I earn, how much I have. He knows everything. So that's how I got the convertible.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Sawabutar Manto Hanandora know him drive better than Yak.
Yeah.
So Lada almost saying.
And my friend that time, Jackson, had bought himself a Golf 6 GTI. It was recent. Yeah. Right. My friend is driving an S-car. Let me get myself an S-car as well. Now, I was under the mind frame. Okay, had they not taken my car, I was gonna keep my car, my Polo. It's nice and safe and cheap, and maintenance is also cheap. Understand? I was gonna see out my Polo.
Yeah.
After my Polo is paid off, get myself a house. No, not renting. So that kind of held me back in my steps in trying to buy property or whatever. Yes.
So that time also got a property. Why not?
Yes.
So BMA Baobutaki convertible, Bakenya didn't chose that thing. I could BMA also added.
No, everything was added, everything was on.
Yeah. I
think it was like 6.8 per month. 6.8 to 6.8
so
to like 7.
From installment.
The insurance is like boom at 2.5, mind you. So I'm paying like 9,000 something. When Capolo, I was paying like Muma 3 point something with insurance included. It be the insurance thing I taken in my father's name because it was cheaper. Kaltamalaka, because I didn't remember my license was still fresh.
Yeah,
so exactly. So it was cheaper. So the gap from me paying 3.5 to me going to like a 9.5, 10. It kind of messed my plans up.
Yeah, but at that time, why?
I'll happily not go pop.
Yeah.
Kiba selected the team, the former professional players. That's what I watch already 10,000. Why am I left out?
Yeah.
You ask yourself those kind of questions.
Yeah. And this thing, you were not one of the big three. It happens. Like the same way you ask for some shows, if you never played for a bigger team.
It does, DK. That is a fact. Because if you check, if you're from the big threes, you'll always be considered. But if you got coming from these smaller teams, all of them, they're not existing. Beyond is no longer existing. Tanda Royal Zulu is no more. It's only Jomo Cosmos and Leona Kela is fading. So if you're not coming from Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Supersport United, you're not considered. Maybe Supersport, not considered.
You're not a former professional.
No, you're not a legend. Only them, they are legend.
I hear it and I realize it that you hardly see former players from, even if you play for a so-called small team for 10, 15 years, you don't feature anywhere.
I played 14 years, go PSA. I'm talking about the PSA, not NFD. 14 years, but I'm not the legend to some other people. Because things are happening in Tembisa in front of me. I'm always in Tembisa. I give school shoes to kids from Tembisa, from Amaskral, with my foundation, Katla Foundation. This is my foundation. I do get funding sometimes, you understand? But I make sure because I know where I'm coming from. So I'm trying to be recognized. So I'm not just here for money or for recognition, but I can still do good to a kid that wants to play soccer. I'm there, I contribute, I'm always there. But when it comes to this former legend or former professional players or the legend they're going to play where, I'm not considered.
And it's hating.
You know why it's hating so much? There was a time when at TK, that's when I saw Omotiasi. People will just come and laugh with you in your face. But come on, you don't know. There was a time Barry Dobsonville Stadium. I think it was before COVID. Tswani team, Val, Soweto, and Ekurhuleni. Ekurhuleni, they gave it to Jerry Skosan. Jerry Skosan, I'm with him every Sunday. He knows me, I have his numbers, we communicate. He is the one who is organizing Ekurhuleni players, former professional players. Edward Mutali is the one who's organizing Thwala. Valley, I think it was Spirito or Stephen Lukuli, I can't remember. And also it will in Elbow Villagas. Il top for headmasters. Top Sinville Stadium. Jerry left me out. He left me out.
Of that team in the year?
Yeah, Ekule in Brock. He left me every Sunday. Every Sunday, literally every Sunday. From 8:30 the first game up to 4 o'clock the last game. All the teams they play, Stadium. Every Sunday, except the end of the month. The end of the month. So he chose a team. He took all the players from Davidson. Bona Bopolendanya, Botlementi, Leku Fosloras, Bokugame. He took all those players. Kifonele Japi. Japi is my friend. Hey Japi. Kotswane mo lona le ya mo la ke bone mo pampiring wa bo. Go tlile batho khara bua ka yona mo radio. Le ya lona ra. Ra ya. E mona ko patala lo. Ara ngwana mera okay. Ibile bole ile edikiu. E di are Loke ka ndi Jerry ka ra ampisa mtho. Ke vaile mo le fro yaka. Ke ra le lo bona o lo tsala nga re fitlhako. Ra va ya re fitla ko Dobsonville. O nthola ra Jerry. Ke blomile le majita ba go tshwana. Mo ko ke tso moto o nge blomile le majita ba ntse re shaba ke re dlale le bona go Pitoro all the time. Rula para no. Atosa raurao Jerry. No. O lo kanya ka sa tlale e tshwana tlale kurle. O majanzo ya mbuzo ngothi o mmitsitse na. Did you call him? Do you have his numbers or you don't have? Because what tlhalose le go bolela ngati.
Yeah.
He's got my numbers. We sometimes call each other. Musia Jerry ke na school le musia ka ko Irene. Re na lo kopana ko school ga lata bana. Re kopana every Sunday but he never called me. Akufika mona ngalo tshwana cause problems. Akasidlali tshwana le kurle. A forced emergency ra Loke mfana dlala ka rabo mse bomthu akasiwini dlala le. I played ka kora 2 goals. We won that game 2-0. We won that tournament.
Yeah.
O kora nna.
Man no see.
Kuna some pizza.
Hey man, so good politics ya football la solo masters yo salamra.
These people they think you wanna feel a legend. By 96. I'm sorry to say this. And now if ever they're gonna help me, they will help me. If they don't, they know they're helping me.
Yeah.
Whether they like me, if they see this or they don't like me, I don't care because they never liked me anyway.
Yeah.
I never called even once. Why what? And these people I'm always with them. There's this perception when I think here 96 class. Keep on having a win the World Cup. Yeah.
I will not see part of that group.
Because we never. About what visa can free game most non-chalet.
Yeah.
Mona le chelta mo visa.
Mona league sponsor ka se
Oh, never. They will never call you. Wana no nere dala go social movie. Kali Easter so. Nna ke kenze team yaka. This is my team Level Masters. Ke ma khudmane ba mokazi ba ispanelang Grandi ke nna former professional player mo la le Ninja Mofokeng. Le mphela re msaini le badi ha so tla dlala wona.
Yeah.
The rest ke ma khudmane ba mokazi ba ispanelang. Ba jimiswa ke nna ka di Saturdays. Re jima only Saturdays. Akala ko league ngadi Sundays. And at number 2, we playing against all the former professional players. David Johnson, all you can name them. All of them.
I've seen their team idlala ko Everton.
Yes. Kaofela bona. But rona no number 2 with these people. Re ya mo re fika mo okay, ba re jile final ya rona ne. Re jile ke squad sa social movie. A re fika mo ba re fa di medal. Ba tsaba ke mo ba re fa di medal. La ke le khwati. Joseph Naki. Abednego Nisos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah.
And Kimango before Edward Mutai. They were there, but far from that mera. Why won't I let you? But Brian, but what Babisana has shown me, and Babisana Gaure, Bonaba by Pizzadi, whatever. So why Rona generation here Rona Tadile? Precisely the same thing.
Yeah.
Why what?
Yeah.
Because this is politics. Football no became politics. What politics? That's why we'll never go anywhere. Football.
Yeah. We haven't had a team for a year, so I'll say the whole of 2021 you were not playing, meaning you don't have an income. How did you manage to keep it together? Because most players, 6 months without a team, you start seeing the cracks. But how did you get it right?
Yeah, obviously, in my playing career, I started you put money away, you're investing in this and that. I invested in property. I had a love for property because, I don't know, it's because when I saw my father, they built the second place in Cape Town when I was still young, and I was there. I used to help mix the the cement and that. And you see, I just love to see how people bowl in it, and I become a liking of property. I went that route. There's different avenues you can go into, but I just enjoy the property market because I can remember I bought my first property when I was at Santos. Today it's double the price, and you just get shocked and you see, hey, this property thing, it's an asset because your money, you're buying the property, but your money is still there. It's still the asset, and your money still gets more, because it just goes up. The property just goes up. It doesn't depreciate. It just increases. So yeah, that's what kept me going. Obviously, started a business or investment company, and that's where I'm at now, and investing in different properties, different projects, and that sort of thing. Yeah.
So you've got a couple of properties that you are renting out, and they are bringing income while
yeah. I have a few here in Johannesburg. I never saw me buying in Johannesburg. I was a Cape Town boykie. I bought in Cape Town. I bought here in Johannesburg as well. So yeah, just looking at different markets, because at the end of the day, you also learn. Because obviously I didn't know anything also, because you were just looking at videos, looking at how people is doing it, asking advice. Hey, how can you do this? Is it beneficial for me? And what are the advantages, disadvantages? You can only equip yourself to those sort of things. And I think that's what I did. And it's helping me. It's sustaining me. And obviously, it's not to say that that's where it's at. Obviously, I'm still looking at different avenues, whether it's playing, whether it's in the coaching field, but obviously in football, because first I've been in football, but over a whole life, from a youngster, district football, right up to professional. So I still see myself within the football, in the fraternity. And also I had another hand on the property side of things. So, like I said, you need to equip yourself. You can listen to seminars, go on YouTube, listen to people's stories and see. And then afterwards, you just test the waters and see, hey, this thing is working. And luckily for me, it's been working so far. It's still going smoothly. So I can only improve.
I called Denden's Malisela. Coach Den, yes. Called him, Coach. Man, I know Gyakawate. He was still at Garangua. Garangua, that time, was in the National First Division still. Yeah. Coach, man, Gyakawate. And Gyabona Oko Garangua. What we can do. He says, no, fine, come. Because he knows me from school, from high school. Yeah. So he's more of a father figure. So he understood. No, come tomorrow, it's fine. Training is at what time? I got there 2-3 days. He wants to sign me. So I'm not a coach. I the contract. No, not agree contract. You're signed. So someone is going to call you. Then that you can sort with some tool. Someone calls me very hey man, hey, go ahead, Thwala. Yes. No, Coach Dan is impressed with you, and Elona as a team, if the coach is impressed, we are very keen on signing you. Let's talk money. More or less, like I get about this defense mechanism. Rona, we are a struggling team. When I essentially reverse psychology, Rona, we are a struggling team. So let's just be reasonable. I want country a ribwa. You must be aware. I'm paying bills. I'm paying debts. I have a child. At that time, I have a child to take care of. I have a family to take care of. Let's take that into consideration as well. Oh no, I know, Chief, no problem. So when I guy, that's me. No, you start. So now I can see that, okay, vele I must be reasonable for me to get myself a contract.
Yeah.
You don't know, it's fine. Lankangabu ma 20 after tax. Well, mtakoni wasari nkaka phone. Yo. I just want to buy something. Yo. I'm like, okay, clearly that's too high. Well, okay, no, let's negotiate. Now, this is a dialogue. Let's negotiate. What are you willing to give me?
Yeah.
You know what this guy on the other end of the line says? 6.5.
Counter offer.
I'm like, are you serious? And I mean, these people must take, you know, like when people like these teams, I feel they are letting our soccer players down. They are taking advantage of situation. Soccer player. Understand? Like you, as a person, you take someone's contract from his previous team, previous employer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like take some time. We share, okay, the man, guy. And be truthful to the person. Don't put them in a corner and make them sign things that they can be. Like you just got paid, but you, for some reason,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
Like it's your payday, because you know this money is all going. You understand?
Yeah.
So I didn't want.
It's a go fit.
Yeah, exactly. Muto aga 6.5 year chief, no. Unfortunately, in as desperate as I might seem, I am very desperate.
Yeah.
But I'm fine, thanks. If you don't have a counter offer of some sort, that's not good. That's not gonna work with me. I'm gonna, nah, this is all I have. I told you, I can only afford this much. That's all I have. And then I left. I left.